Mufussy and Galeer.
It's Monday, and you know what that means. Dropkick the Commute is here to review AEW Full Gear. I am Mufussy, and joining me, like usual, from the car with video is MrGaleer.
It's true. I'm sorry. Sorry it died. I think this thing has an hour recording limit.
It might. We'll have to cap it. We'll have to say, and
See,
now.
this gives us incentive to not do the podcast for too long.
It's true. It's true. No, it was silly though. I just zoomed in on your little face.
Oh, it was cute.
It was cute,
Yeah.
a little cutesy.
It was a little cutesy, very demure, very adorbs, very Akko Taco Rafflecopter. Have you ever Rafflecoptered before?
No, I don't know what that is.
Did you have a computer in 2009?
I did, but I was not very meme present, you know?
What were you doing?
Playing my PlayStation 2.
I was very much a wee kid. And then I got a PS3. My life changed forever.
You know who else lives changed forever?
Who?
All of the wrestlers at AEW Full Gear.
Really? Did all their lives change? Did
Man,
you
I'm
talk to them?
just trying to make a segue.
Did you talk to them all? You talked to them all, they said all their lives changed.
No.
That's what I fucking thought.
Man. Come on.
It's Monday, I'm gonna be a hater. Cause I hate Mondays.
Just like all of the IWC hating on us.
Anyway, we had a pay-per-view.
We did. General thoughts about the pay-per-view. I thought it was very, very good. The pacing was a lot slower than the pay-per-views of late, but big difference here. Like, all, if not most, of the wrestling was solid. Like, they were solid matches. And while nothing, like, fucking crazy happened, like, we didn't have anyone get set on fire, this pay-per-view was not for the sickos, but it was for the wrestling fan. These matches
true.
were so good.
I thought it was a great pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I went in with lower expectations, and they were surpassed.
That's fair.
I walked away very satisfied. And that's the thing, we don't need a sicko moment every time an AEW pay-per-view is on. I know we've been like, preaching that AEW's for the sickos, but like, we don't need anything wild to happen for it to be like watchable.
Right.
And I think that's a perception that the AEW haters have, is that we are only satisfied from like crazy shit, which is not, I won't say it's 100% false, but it's not 100% true either.
The
like
crazy shit is satisfying.
Yeah, it's like 70-30 for me. Like, I would much rather have good wrestling and no crackhead crazy moments than bad wrestling and... Can you let me merge? Today's a terrible fucking day, man. But what made it wonderful is that I spent it, some of it at least, watching. I was very behind. I watched some of this pay-per-view last night, and I watched some of this pay-per-view today, and it was, it was a blast. I got a lot of thoughts, so let's rip this one wide open, baby.
Real quick, before we rip it wide open, I have one thing to present to you.
We're sponsored.
No, not quite, but we could be. Email us at dropkickthecommute@gmail.com if you want a business inquisition.
That's crazy.
Inquisition? The Spanish Inquisition.
What countries are we taking over?
Galeer, I am here to officially present to you, I'm holding it up for the camera, the DTC Intercontinental. You, my friend, had a clean sweep.
Did I get all of mine right?
You got 2 right, I got 1 right. I got the Jay White one. Galeer, you are officially the DTC Intercontinental
This is
champion.
me, hold it up to me. This is me grabbing it.
Here, I'm holding it.
Goo goo. Give me it. Give me that. Give me the belt.
God, it went to your screen. Oh.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Hang on to it for Survivor. Actually, just hang on to it because there's like 4 more weeks of pay-per-views. I'm not gonna fucking... We need a definitive winner after this rush of pay-per-views ends.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
I should just get my own to display when I'm the champion.
Honestly, yeah. That'd be easier.
Probably better.
Save shipping costs.
Yeah.
Pre-show, we had Dante Martin versus the Beast Mordos versus Commander versus Buddy Matthews. Okay match. It was just a little all-star fun match there. Buddy Matthews looked strong. Buddy Matthews did the Rhea stomp, which was a fun moment.
Yeah.
Of course, Commander did his thing where he runs across the rope and jumps off. That's always fun to see. Anna Jay versus Deonna Purrazzo. Great match. I don't have too many thoughts about it. It just felt randomly put together here.
He told me he's Anna Jay pilled now.
I am Anna Jay pilled. It's true.
Yeah.
Past few weeks, man. Anna Jay's crazy. That hardcore match was
strong.
fucking solid. Or no DQ,
Yeah.
sorry. Whatever.
Oh, with her Mariah May?
Yeah. That and
Yeah, it
the
was
tag
good.
match you showed me. Absolutely
Yep.
fire. But the match that matters on Full Gear 0 Hour.
There's only one match that mattered.
Big Boom AJ with Big Justice versus QT Marshall. The Rizzler came out with Paul White. And that was the funniest shit I've ever seen. And shout out to Justin Roberts because he is incredible. He announces Paul White, fucking 7 feet, however many inches tall, and he goes, and next, coming in at 3 feet, 11 inches, he's the master of the Riz face, the Rizzler. And the Rizzler comes out, and the crowd fucking lost their minds, dude.
I'm telling you, man, this is like, this is the stuff that a lot of people are gonna dunk on. But this is the stuff that we need to be appreciating as wrestling fans in the age of social media.
100%.
This is like, it's unprecedented, really.
Yeah,
And I'm not just saying that to be funny. I'm like, actually, like, it's really cool.
The clip that, when they announced the Rizzler and literally just like the whole bit there, it is the second most viewed clip for a wrestling company in 2024. And the one before that was Joe Hendry appearing in NXT, then this, then it was The Undertaker appearing at WrestleMania 40. Those 3 clips are the top, and the Big Boom AJ clip got like 11 million views total or something. Fucking insane number.
Dude, this match ruled. This is so good.
He looked so good. It was paced really well. Nothing crazy in the match, but it was like really old school, like playing up with the crowd. You had your very clear hero, your very clear villain. Every time it cut to the Rizzler, he did the Riz face.
Well, the thing is, they had the camera on him the whole time,
Yeah.
so he probably did it more than we actually saw, which is even funnier.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's funny too because he's just like a 6-year-old kid, and at one point you literally just see him like fiddling with the mallet or like the hammer that they use. He's like almost like he was bored.
Yeah.
And I thought that shit was so funny. God, no, this is like the craziest crossover I've ever seen. I wouldn't stop telling my friends about it. I was like, hey, did you hear about this? Did you hear the Rizzler's gonna be on wrestling? And everyone was like, no way, really? And then I like would show them the clips from the match.
It was a really good match. We had a superplex in there. We had AJ jumping off the top rope. We had many booms and dooms, and AJ ended the match with a very, very solid power boom right through the middle of the mat, just like he said he was gonna do. Gets the pin, gets the dub. The Rizzler and Big Justice come into the ring. Oh, to end it, before the power boom, Big Justice fucking speared QT Marshall.
Yeah, it was a clean spear.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good spear.
It was a good spear, dude. Like, it was crazy. And people can shit on this all they want, but AJ used to be a wrestler. He very clearly still has the wrestling mindset even after this match. And after a report came out today, and AEW confirmed it, AJ broke his foot and worked the match.
I don't know. Do you know where it was?
I don't know where it was. So there's kind of conflicting reports here. AEW said, I guess not really, because AEW confirmed it happened during the match. But there was another report saying, I think it was from Fightful, that AJ broke it before the match, didn't tell anyone, and still went out and worked the match.
That's wild.
Insane!
If that's true, that's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, either way you spin it, it's wild.
Either way, he worked this with a broken foot, hasn't been in the ring in 20 years, still looked good, very professional, carried through, and, you know, just, this was one of the biggest moments in wrestling in 2024, and that's absolutely insane to say.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, and it was in, you know, it's in its home state, which is awesome, too. Family there at ringside, Big Justice and Rizzler get to play a huge part in it as well, so...
And also, I just want to say, like, huge shout out to him during the media scrum, because he came out and, you know, they were asking questions about it. Like, he is a wrestler. Like, he's still got the wrestling mindset, and you can just tell, like, how passionate he was about this, how thankful he was to, like, be in the match and everything. And, you know, if you're hating on this, like, reevaluate yourself, man. It was big for numbers.
Well, you're part of the problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like some people don't want to hear that, but like it's true, because like I want you to tell me one bad thing about featuring a celebrity, you know, / social media personality that used to wrestle and knows how the game works.
Exactly.
And they wrestled in the free portion of a pay-per-view. So as a marketing move, it's like huge, because if people are interested enough from that match and they're like, oh, maybe I'll continue watching this. I can't say many people will spend $50 like that on a whim, or I can't say I would, but it at least, you know, it's getting some other eyes on this. And if anything too, it's helping like AJ and Big Justice. I bet you some people didn't even know about them.
Right.
So
yeah.
I like if I like challenge you to tell me one rationally backed bad thing about this, and I don't see one. And if there is one, you're part of the problem. And that's just that.
I 100% agree.
This was huge. This was honestly, like, I was looking forward to this the most.
Yeah.
For the show, like, believe it or not, like, it was just that, you know, that exciting of a match.
And with how behind the crowd was for it, like, it was honestly one of the best matches on the show. Not from a wrestling standpoint, but from a, you know, crowd participation, and it wasn't even a bad wrestling match either, you know, like,
nope.
it was solid. So anyway, we're not going to spend the whole show talking about Big Boom AJ, even though we definitely could, but let's hop into the main card here, go into some of the matches. AEW World Tag Team Championship 4-way, they did the rules that I hate, Galeer, but Private Party came out on top.
It doesn't matter, like,
no, it doesn't matter.
They just, because everything gets out of control like it always does.
Yeah.
Spot fest.
Yeah, it was a good little spot fest. Private Party went over, and that's good. And shout out to Private Party, because them having the belts is so good right now. They came out with the shots again, and what we need.
Yup.
What we want.
Oh, it was
so good.
I was so happy. There was a lot of stuff from the pay-per-view that made me very happy.
Yeah.
That was a big one for me, because they just had this random new, like, I guess it was their championship theme song or something, because it just, like, didn't hit the same, because I don't know, it was just, like, just a nothing theme song, and this was, like, their old classic, like, we don't need anything to take them seriously. I think they've proven themselves enough. Private Party looked great. The Outrunners looked great too. Max Caster and Anthony Bowens feeling a little heelish. People are booing him.
Yeah. Well, they're sick of Max Caster mostly.
Yeah, and I noticed that. And am I was there something I missed?
Some shit online. I think he was spewing some bullshit on Twitter, and people turned on him.
It's not the first time that's happened.
Yeah, right. Also, the Outrunners came out with a 3x4 entrance, like a VHS tape entrance. I am so behind that, dude. Shout out to AEW for like Tony Storm comes out with the black and white. The Outrunners come out with the VHS entrance. Even House of Black, like their entrance is so unique and so cool. Like that's one thing AEW does really great is entrances like that and stuff. So
the immersion.
Yeah, I'm so immersed. It was everything, cinema, if you will.
Yeah, it was a good match though.
Yeah, Private Party retaining, of course, good. We were gonna start a riot if they did not. Roderick Strong versus MJF.
Ass. It was ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
I was sorely disappointed that this like. And you know what? It might even be because like MJF hasn't been there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, he's here, but he's in Hollywood doing his movie shit. But like it was good to see him wrestle, but this was just not like this did absolutely nothing for me. Even after the match ended, like he made Roderick Strong tap out.
Yeah.
And then Adam Cole came out, which you knew was gonna happen. And then it was like
Adam Cole came out after MJF like broke Roddy's arm with the steel chair.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
that happened. But Adam Cole came out and it was like, okay, finally, let's. I thought he was gonna play more of a part in the decision of the match, but whatever. Adam Cole comes out and he's like chasing after MJF, and then Kyle O'Reilly comes out again, and also dressed the complete exact same as he was on Dynamite and has been like the last few weeks.
Like an 8th grader, as you said.
Yep. Yeah, dressed like an 8th grader. And he's just like, I don't even know what he was saying. He was just like yelling at Adam Cole.
Yeah, he was like confronting Adam Cole, and on commentary they were like, oh my god, he's mad because Adam Cole didn't come out quick enough. It's like, yeah, we were too. He should have come out and helped him. But Kyle O'Reilly is like all pissed off at Adam Cole, even though he was telling him to like not get involved the other night. So it's like,
I think it's funny because like he's yelling at him because he's like, don't, like, you're gonna get Roddy hurt.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get yourself hurt. And he's mad that Roderick Strong got hurt, but it's almost like as if it's Adam Cole's fault.
Exactly.
That, like, Roderick Strong is in this match. Like, no, like, they were very clearly stated that they both want to take out Max. So why is Kyle O'Reilly only mad at Adam Cole and he's not mad at Roderick Strong? I'm fucking confused, man.
It's really whack.
This did nothing for me, man.
Yeah, this match
I wish it did, because I very honest, like, I still would have liked to see Adam Cole and MJF. And this didn't even like build it up for me.
Right.
Like, this didn't even make me want it more.
Yeah, and presumably we're probably gonna get Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly, or like Adam Cole versus, I don't even know, dude. Like, they are really dropping the ball here with this whole.
There was hope when they brought back this feud, and it was like, okay, let's finish what we started. But now it's like, I just want it to end.
Yeah,
let's just finish it.
Do something
like,
new.
I think they're trying to do like World's End, so that it's like, oh, it's been a year since the betrayal, which is true, but I don't really care about it anymore.
Yeah, it's something, but I don't know. Tony Khan,
me neither, dude.
Figure something out here. Galeer, it is time for our first official Dropkick the Commute apology. But not really, because like,
hey,
Mercedes Moné versus Kris Statlander one of the best matches of the night. This is what I have wanted from Mercedes since she joined AEW. This was a great match. Her gear was great. She just solid wrestling.
Yeah, this, dare I say it, this is my second favorite match of the night.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my freaking seat, brother. And I think, too, I went into it thinking that Kris Statlander was going to win. But, yeah, that going into it with that mindset definitely had me on the edge of my seat more. And then all of a sudden, like, Mercedes did 2 backstabbers. And then, you know, she was just doubling down on everything. And, like, she was mean and she was, like, hitting hard. And, yeah, man, this just scratched an itch for me. I want to formally apologize for being impatient.
Yeah.
And not waiting, not wanting to wait for this to scratch the itch, the aforementioned itch.
Yeah, but so now it's like, how do they keep this momentum and keep it going with Mercedes? Because what if the next match is just like the first 3? You know,
right?
I really want to see this kind of performance again from Mercedes, because this was fucking solid. And just, I wonder if the build helped? Like, I don't know, it was interesting, because the whole thing with this is Camille, you know, broke her arm or whatever, and then she didn't want to go in the ring. So Mercedes was like, you know what, Camille? You can watch my match from catering, and I'm going to show you how it's done. And she did it, and it was a good match. So I'm like,
yeah,
why can't you do this all the time? You know?
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was fucking killer.
We also had some good, like, in-ring storytelling. Mercedes was targeting Kris Statlander's knee the entire time, and that was like the whole story of the match here. So, you know, just so great from both of them, and Kris put on a hell of a show as well.
A certified banger. I really enjoyed it.
What's crazy, and kind of a, I don't want to say concerning stat or like interesting stat, this is the longest women's match in AEW history. And it was like 20-something minutes.
No shot,
Yep,
Justin.
and it's true. And they said that in the post-show as well. This was the longest...
No shot!
This was the longest AEW women's match in the 5 years of a company. In the 5 years of the company. It was like 20-something minutes. It was 20 plus. And... it is confirmed to be the longest AEW match. Or the longest AEW women's match.
That is insane.
Right?
That should not be a sentence.
Like, it's a good stat. Like, cool.
It's a good
they just
stat,
did
but
something, but why did it take them 5 years?
Why did it take them 5 years? And why is it under 30 minutes is my question.
Right? This would be a more impressive stat if it was like 45 minutes. But no, it's just over 20, and it took the cake for...
fucked.
It's
fucked.
fucked.
That is so fucked.
Yeah.
No shot.
It is true.
Crazy.
And they specifically said it during the post-show as well, so... I don't know, man. Kind of cooked, but...
I'm glad Kris Statlander was a part of it.
I am too. I thought it was good overall. Very very good.
I agree. That was very good.
Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page. What'd you think?
I think not as good as the last one, but they did it again. I thought it was pretty solid.
Yes.
I did not expect Hangman to lose again.
I did not either. I put Jay White thinking I was gonna lose this one.
Yeah, I didn't. This was good though.
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep feeding Hangman losses, and he just gets more and more deranged,
more unhinged.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have too many thoughts on it. It really looked like Jay was gonna lose, and then he just kind of. It's funny. it's funny how Hangman hit him with 2 dead eyes, and he still kicked out. All it took was 1 Blade Runner, and Hangman lost.
Hangman did get pretty unhinged after the match, too, because he attacked Jay White as he was leaving the arena. Christopher Daniels came out, and he attacked Christopher Daniels.
Jeez.
They're like, oh my God, he attacked an AEW official.
He should be fined and suspended. And then he showed up later in the night, so clearly they didn't take care of business.
Yeah, they didn't do anything. Next up, we had Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher.
Hey.
Match
of the fucking night for me.
So good. So good. Will Ospreay came out. He was serious. He was the Billy Goat. He no-sold the Ospreay chance. He said no. He said, no, this is a serious match tonight. I'm coming out slow. I don't even care about my pyro. I'm not doing a dance. I'm not running against the ropes. I'm here to kick Kyle Fletcher's ass.
What do you think of Kyle Fletcher's entrance?
It was interesting.
I wouldn't agree with the whole king thing, whatever that is. Especially because, I don't know. He just kind of sounds goofy.
He does. And Excalibur was like, here he is wearing a crown he didn't earn.
It's true.
So
maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
They're getting us.
What do you think of the match, though? Match of the night, you said. I can agree.
It was so good because I just wasn't expecting Ospreay to get killed by Kyle Fletcher.
Fucking obliterated.
I had a feeling this match Kyle Fletcher would get over in some way, but I did not think he would win, and I did not think he would win in the way that he won.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this was nasty in all sorts of ways, especially that tombstone on the stairs. Just absolutely cruel and vile work from Kyle Fletcher. No interference from Don Callis either, or anyone from the Don Callis family.
Yeah.
So he got that win fair and square, more or less. Yeah, this was God tier. I love Kyle Fletcher. And then his entrance music is like, sorry for you when you edit that. I did that right into the mic.
Good. I can't wait to hear it. No, but I can agree. Match of the night, absolutely solid. I loved it. We had Mariah May's Champagne Championship celebration. All was well. It was great. We had a little smooch. We had a little hug. They were loving each other. And Mariah May decided enough is enough. She picked up a champagne bottle and goes to swing it at Mina Shirakawa. She ducked, kicked it out of her hand. Mariah spit at her, and then Mina fucking speared Mariah off the ramp onto a table down below. And she was like, how could you do this to me? I loved you. And that's presumably going to be her next title defense is against Mina Shirakawa.
Well, all I can say is I wasn't expecting. I didn't see this coming.
I didn't either.
Just give us more reasons to hate Mariah.
Yeah, she's getting evil.
Very evil.
How could
evil
you turn
woman,
on your best friend?
No Tony Storm.
No
either.
Tony Storm. We really thought she was going to come back. She did not.
I want to apologize to all my ops.
All my ops.
She'll come back in the Mina match. I'm calling it.
Yeah, I can agree.
Just like I called Keith Lee winning the 2022 Royal Rumble.
Bearcat Keith Lee. Oh, Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia. Danny won. Danny is the new TNT champion. Brought back the classic TNT belt in the post show.
Did he?
Yep, the black.
He did. Cool.
The black
cool.
is
I
gone.
still gotta watch the post show.
Yeah, the post show was decent. I highly recommend.
Yeah.
Oh my god, real quick. The funniest thing in the post show was they were asking the Hurt Syndicate questions, and MVP was like, garbage question, next. Like, he kept doing that, and every time someone would say their name and what outlet they're from, he's like, what'd you say? And they're like, oh, I'm from blah, blah, blah. He goes, what's that? And they say it, and he goes, you got a journalism degree? And they'd be like, yeah. And he goes, all right, ask your question. So good. It's so good. But anyway, Daniel Garcia wins the TNT Championship from, I believe you called him a little baby bitch, Jack Perry.
Yeah, I mean, he has been kind of, no offense, acting like one. Yeah, I guess now it's time to see if Daniel Garcia is truly ready, or if it's bigger than him and he's going to get his just desserts. This was so good. I can't get over. I was watching this match and I was just thinking, damn, like, love him or hate him, like, and I know people are super divided on Jack Perry, but like, that guy's a generational heel in like the weirdest way. Like he's the type of heel where like, you really just look at him and you're like, you fucking like prick scumbag piece of shit.
Well, also think of all the real life shit, you know?
Right. That's what I'm saying. But like, I don't feel that way about him. Like, as a person, I just feel I have my thoughts about the conflict of last year.
Yeah.
But barring all that, his character is just like, his character is fueled by that real life drama.
Exactly.
And then that compiled with his like kayfabe drama is like,
so
you
good.
Fucking stupid bitch prick. I love just, since he adopted this character, he's so like willing to just fucking take hits and like chops and slaps. That point in the match where they just kept slapping each other like full force, I was like, yes, let's fucking go. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And then he's doing his whole pose, and he's like, hit me, keep hitting me. I loved this, and I loved Daniel Garcia's little voicemail from his mom.
Yep.
That was very clearly, they did this for this match.
Yeah.
But it was still cool with the little footage of Danny and as a kid, and then now, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, you were like, yup, it's happening. He's winning.
At one point in this match, Jack Perry picked up Daniel Garcia and power bombed him through the timekeeper's table, and then dumped trash on him, like dumped a thing of trash on him, and he's sitting under there, and it got really close to a 10 count, but he ended up getting in there and winning. Really, really solid match from both of them. I am very curious as to see what Jack Perry is going to do next, because the Bucks are out of here for a little bit. So what is Jack Perry going to do? Is he just going to be depressed in a scapegoat bus? Are we not going to see him until the Bucks come back? Like, I'm curious as to what's going to happen with this. So I'm interested.
I'm very interested too. Maybe he'll take a little break. Who's to say?
Yeah.
This is killer. Brought a tear to my eye. Daddy Magic, like, celebrating with him too is just like let's fucking go.
Really good. Ricochet versus Takeshita. I genuinely don't have too many thoughts about this match. I thought it was a little long, and Takeshita looked strong, and like I'm glad Takeshita is retained and all that, but I don't know. This one didn't do it for me.
Yeah, which sucks because I was excited for it. I think, honestly, for me, it might have been just that they ended up putting it on the card.
Yeah.
Very last minute.
It was so last minute.
And that could have affected how they performed. That could have affected how we perceived it.
Yeah.
It could be, you could look at it from a million different perspectives. But,
yeah.
It was not bad. It was a Ricochet and Takeshita match, which I feel like, I don't know. I feel like at this point, since we kind of saw some of that already in the triple threat match, I this feels like it would do better on an episode of Dynamite right now.
I can agree. Yeah.
I think at first I was like, oh, it's not on the card. That's weird.
Yeah, it wasn't even in
I
our
don't know.
predictions.
I think also it was like so late at that point, and it was like, we're winding down, we're getting ready towards the main event.
Yeah.
And all that. So it's tough, but yeah.
The next one I was super excited for, which was Bobby Lashley versus Swerve, and it delivered. Bobby Lashley looks so strong in this match, like he should be presented. And we had some nutty Swerve stomps.
We hurt people. We hurt people.
The crowd was chanting it.
I know, dude! Go fuck yourself.
I get it. Listen, I get it. I still don't like the song.
Do you get it?
Yeah. And if I ever go to an AEW show, I'll probably chant it.
I'm gonna, if we go to a show together and you chant it, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Dude, I'm feeling violent today. Let's go.
What do you want me to do? Just stand there with my arms crossed and say, "This sucks.
I hate this.
I hate this song." No, but very solid match. Lots of hurt locks. The Hurt Syndicate fucked up Prince Nana after the match. Gave him a hurt lock. And he passed out. He passed out in like 2 seconds, which was so funny.
Yeah.
No, but Bobby Lashley was just tossing Swerve around like a fucking sack of potatoes. And, Swerve obviously looked strong too. And it had a couple really good Swerve stomps. Naughty house call, dude.
Yeah, naughty house call and the Swerve stomp into the announce table was also crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think this hurts Swerve to lose?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Swerve,
but I was just like, this is like a tough one because it's like two big guys, and obviously you want to put the guy over that is like a veteran and he's like accomplished.
I don't think it hurts Swerve because they're really building the Hurt Syndicate right now and making everyone in that group look strong. So making Bobby win this accomplishes that. But also Swerve is coming off of a kind of lull here where he lost the World Championship at All In. He lost to Hangman at All Out. And then I think he's in this period of losing things. So it's going to bring him up eventually so that he can have another high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to lose things.
I wonder where
be strong.
What happens next,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think the Hurt Syndicate is going to continue to look powerful. But yeah, I'm curious as to what they do with Swerve next.
Yeah, he's definitely not joining them because I don't think joining Hurt Syndicate does anything for Swerve.
No, it wouldn't help him.
I feel like it waters him down.
Yeah.
Because he should be presented as a singles guy.
Agreed.
This is solid. Bobby Lashley is going to be AEW World Champion.
You think so?
I think he could climb that ladder pretty quickly, but also his signing to AEW doesn't feel as big as it should be, in my opinion. I think he should be presented and honestly responded to a lot stronger.
I think it would have been bigger if he appeared at a pay-per-view first instead of Fright
Wrestle
Night.
Dream.
Yeah, instead of Fright Night Dynamite. If he came out at Wrestle Dream, would have felt a little bigger, but I don't know. I think them building up the Hurt Syndicate really means something here. It means a lot. So, honestly, make him world champ. Who'd you say Leo Rush you think is going to join?
Maybe. I don't know.
Eventually make fucking Leo Rush and Shelton the tag champs.
He has that's good. I like that. He has some connection to Bobby Lashley, like I said. I don't know their closeness.
Yeah.
In terms of at them in real life, because the idea behind them is that they're all they're besties in real life, but I don't know if Leo Rush fits into that. I don't know, but I'd be down to see it. I'd be down to see the Hurt Syndicate be not have too many people, but have a few more people in it, and they're just they're all dressed to the nines, fucking strong, making money, kicking ass, let's fucking go.
Main event, World Championship, Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley. We came out swinging. Orange Cassidy immediately throws 3 orange punches at John. This was a really, really physical match. Orange Cassidy got really fucked up, was bleeding all over the place, which is surprising because usually Mox is the one to bleed like crazy. But
I know.
Orange Cassidy was bleeding throughout the majority of the match. Just really, really physical. We had, the Death Riders come out later. And fucking, was it Claudio or Wheeler who dumped cleaning solution on Orange?
That was Wheeler. Yeah, that was they made him fucking drink bleach at the end, and I was like, holy shit, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Which is it's a double whammy because he's got shit in his fucking wound, and he's also probably drinking it.
Yeah, that must have stung. What'd you think of the match before we get into the chaos at the end?
I didn't hate it. Go fuck yourself if you hate Orange Cassidy. Or I want to actually pull that back. Go fuck yourself if you say Orange Cassidy is not a wrestler. You can hate his gimmick. I can respect that viewpoint because it's it is different, but I understand that it's something that people might have a hard time getting behind. But that man in his international championship shit alone, that he proved that he could wrestle and defend a championship for a fucking, I don't even know how long it was. It was almost a year.
It was a while.
Yeah, and he beat John Moxley for it too, which is an important story point to this whole match.
Yeah.
Is that he's pinned John Moxley. But yeah, no, this was a good match. I didn't feel any strong feelings about it, but if anything, I was more curious to see how the night ended because we knew Orange wasn't gonna win, but what kind of crazy fucked up shit are the Death Riders gonna do?
The chaos at the end was very interesting. So they're trying to kill Orange with the cleaning solution. Hangman comes out.
Yeah.
To save him. Christian comes out. And he's teasing a cash in here.
Cash in.
Or was it the other way around? Was it Christian? Did Christian come out
first?
first?
No, it was Hanger first,
okay,
and then Christian.
Hanger comes out to stop them from doing that. Christian comes out and does the kill switch. He is teasing a cash in. He's going to cash it in. He goes to open it to sign the contract, which I think is such a funny thing because Money in the Bank, you just hand over the briefcase, but this is you need a pen, you need to sign it, and then you have to hand it to them.
I almost well, actually finish breaking it down.
Yeah, so Christian is going to sign it and all that. Jay White comes out and stops Christian. And then everyone fucking, chaos is going on. Everyone's booking it out of there. The Death Riders go to try and get to their truck. And you see this fucking painted, crazy looking car.
Darby Allin ass car.
That just fucking completely wrecks the pickup truck. And they're like, oh shit, what the fuck? And they leave in another car that's right next to it. And then you see a bloody Darby Allin come out. And he stands on top of the pickup truck and starts bashing the windshield with a skateboard. And he's like, ah! He's screaming. He's like, come back here, you pussies. Come back here. I want to fight you. And he's freaking out. And then all of the AEW officials, refs, security come out. They're like, Darby, chill. Calm down.
Darby, get down.
Yeah. And then the pay-per-view ends. But it was just chaos. Darby is getting pushed like crazy. He wants to save AEW from the Death Riders. So what were you gonna say about the contract?
The contract, I like the pen thing, the idea that it's not signed yet, because if they really wanted to, they could pull some crazy shit have someone else steal it from Christian, sign it, and then it's theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but also then if you do that, you run the risk of just like, oh, they're never going to do that kind of thing again.
Yeah.
Because it would be too easy for someone to just steal your contract and sign it themselves.
Right.
And then it's forever theirs. But I still think it would be a fun, like, thing to do to just be like, oh, like, Jay White takes it, opens it, signs his name, and now he's got a fucking one-way ticket to the world title.
Does Christian have a full year? Is it like Money in the Bank?
I don't know.
We just know it's a contract.
Yeah, I don't think there's like a time on it. And then also I was going to say, for a split second, I was like, Hangman's joining the Death Riders.
Yeah.
Just because he's had such a string of bad luck that it makes sense. And I think it was funny, too, because him and Mox were looking at each other, and he's like, you thinking what I'm thinking? But also, Hangman's too much of, like, a lone wolf type for him to, like, join a faction, you know?
Especially now, because he's, like, so unhinged.
Yeah, I just don't think it works for him, personally. And then the other thing I was going to say is Darby Allin's very clearly getting the push.
Yeah.
If I were Tony Khan, obviously we want Darby, like, Darby deserves it, and we want him to be this, like, flag bearer for AEW, as it looks like it's going to be. But if I were Tony Khan, I'd fucking pull a Swerve and, like, have him, like, lose the match against Moxley.
Yeah.
Like, because people almost will expect it. And, you know, it's like, because we've heard the rumors that, like, he's slated to kind of be the next guy. But, like, if you swerve them and don't have him, you know, he can win it maybe in the rematch, but kind of do, like, a, you know, not quite yet. Like,
yeah.
It's like, I think a lot about CM Punk when Moxley, like, squashed him for the AEW World Championship, and then, like, a week later CM Punk won it back.
Yeah.
Even, like, something like that, like, where it's just like, but also it all depends on, like, how the build is and, like, that sort of thing.
Right.
But yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. World's End presumably is where Darby Allin ends the world that Jon Moxley rules.
Yeah. I think World's End is going to shape up to be a very
better than last year.
Good show. Yeah, better than last year for sure. And we have a lot of big stuff coming up in 2025, so wrestling is heating up. The wrestling world is heating up even more than it currently is. Galeer, congratulations on winning the DTC Intercontinental.
Gimme.
We will do our predictions for Survivor Series War Games on the next show. What would you rate Full Gear?
I'm going to give it a solid 4.15.
Nice. I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to say a 4.07 drop kicks out of 5.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
That is a fair amount of drop kicks.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. We can say that now because every episode is going to have video. Appreciate all of the support. Keep on liking, commenting, sharing, all of that jazz. We also just made a Blue Sky account if you'd like to go follow there. I don't know how much we're going to post there, but in case Twitter implodes one day, we have it over there. So we got the name at Dropkick Commute on everything. Give us money if you want. Ko-Fi link in the description. Galeer, I will see you for the Thanksgiving episode of Dropkick the Commute.
Are we gonna stuff each other's turkeys? Beep beep.
Oh man.
Dropkick the Commute, shining bright in the night. Join the conversation.